just wanted to make this video so that I could sort of document the victim blaming for dog attacks, because I've experienced this where you're always blamed for the dog trying to attack you because apparently you were doing something like walking or cycling or jogging or just standing there eating grass and pooping, like if you're a horse, because they like to attack horses. So I just wanted to document this, the way people blame the victim, in this case a 4-year-old girl, for being mauled by a pack of dogs, which was very disturbing to watch. Obviously, as you can see here, I mean, this is screwed up. This is really screwed up. And you got people blaming the 4-year-old girl and her parents. Her parents were laborers, and I think that guy there might have been one of the parents, or one of her parents was a laborer, and he can't have her on the construction site, so he has her on the sidewalk where she's safe from falling stuff and that sort of thing. But the people are so sick that they're actually blaming the parents and this little girl for this mess, which is not caused by the parents or the little girl, but is caused by dogs running about unrestrained when they should not be running around unrestrained, which no dogs should be running around unrestrained. And look at this part here where the blood starts to pool up on the ground right there. See how the ground has nothing on it there, and earlier it had blood there. I mean, so this girl was seriously injured. I mean, they were trying to rip her scalp off, and people are just sitting here blaming the girl. This is how sick the dog culture is. Why? Here we got a guy being proud of the dogs. What is this? I mean, how did we get to the point where we put up with this garbage, where everyone has to be afraid of just walking or jogging or cycling or just existing, as in the case of horses, all because of these dogs and these lunatics who blame everyone and everything but the dog and its owner. In this case, there was no owner for the dogs, but you know what I mean. The dog should not be running around unrestrained. It's just like, how did we get to the point where we see dogs as somehow nice and sweet when really they're stupid, vicious animals that will eat their own children if they can get away with it? It's just like, and this is another thing. We've got Catherine Howard here talking about that is a generalization. Some dogs are territorial and hostile. Frankly, I've went across very few dogs that were friendly. It's the nature of predatory animals like dogs and wolves and stuff to go around being territorial and attacking everything, no matter how benign it is, as is the case with a horse, just for the fun of it, just for the fun of tearing other animals up. And it's like where I live, there's no law requiring the dog to be restrained on property. It can just run around, and the law only goes into effect once the dog leaves property. So if you're jogging or cycling or walking, you have to worry constantly about anything and everything under the sun, from cane corsos to pit bulls to Rottweilers to packs of dogs running out at you and trying to kill you. And then you have to deal with the prosecutor blaming you for, something you had no control of, something which is only the owner's job and duty to control. But, it gets really disgusting to see this dog culture where the victim is blamed. No matter how harmless the victim is in this case a 4-year-old girl, they always find some way to blame the victim. And then if you defend yourself, you're even more evil because you didn't end up in the emergency room. And if you do end up in the emergency room, you're screwed. you know, good luck getting the money for all that. Plus, once you got tendon severed and, you know, your lip ripped off and your ear ripped off and your nose chewed up, etc., you get the idea. Or one of your arteries punctured, you know, you got arteries in your legs and in your neck. It's just ridiculous the way people blame the victims. The child here was not unattended. She was being attended to. Her parent, or one of her parents at least, was right there on that work site. This is just stupid. But anyway, yeah, and here's our Pen Mon dog. Nice to see dogs attacking humans. This is, anyway, whatever.